video covers standard calculations which are useful for exam questions. And in this video, I'll be working through some exam questions using the calculator. After the explanation, there will be an opportunity to pause the video so that you can have a go at them independently in your own time. Before we start, let's reset your calculator so that it works in exactly the same way as in this video. Firstly, turn your calculator on. If the menu isn't showing, press Menu and then 1 to choose Calculate. Now press Shift 9 3 equals followed by AC to complete the reset. This section is on how to enter and evaluate multi-stage calculations. The first question is, work out 2.75 times by 14.6 all over 10 take away 1.97. There are two ways to calculate this fraction. The first method is to calculate the numerator and the denominator separately. Enter 2.75 times 14.6 and press equals. Write the value of 803 over 20 for the numerator on your question paper. You will need this later, so store it by pressing Store and the letter A, which keeps it in its memory slot A. You do not need to press the alpha key. Now you can calculate the denominator. Enter 10 take away 1.97 and press equals. Write the value 803 over 100 for the denominator on your question paper. Again, store the answer by pressing Store and this time the letter B to keep it in its memory slot B. Now let's evaluate the fraction. Press the fraction key and press alpha and A for the numerator. Scroll down and press alpha and B for the denominator. Press equals and the answer is 5. The second method completes the whole calculation altogether. Press the fraction key and enter the numerator 2.75 times 14.6. Scroll down with the cursor and enter the denominator 10 minus 1.97. Press equals and the answer is 5. The next question asks us to find the value of the square root of 13.4 take away 1.5, all divided by 6.8 plus 0.06, all squared. Write down all the figures on your calculator display. There are two ways to calculate this fraction. Method 1 is to calculate the numerator and denominator separately. First, the numerator, press the square root button and enter 13.4 minus 1.5 and press equals. Write down the answer for all your digits on your question paper next to the numerator. You will need this value later and you can store it by pressing the Store button and the letter A. This stores it in the calculator's memory slot A. You do not need to press the alpha key. Now we will calculate the denominator. Press the bracket and enter 6.8 plus 0.06 and close the bracket. Then press the x squared button to square the bracket. Press equals and again write the value of the denominator on your question paper. Once again, you'll need this value, so press Store and this time choose Memory B. Now calculate the fraction. Press the fraction key and enter alpha A for the numerator. Press the down cursor and enter alpha B for the denominator. Press equals and the answer is shown on the calculator for you to write on your question paper. The second method is to calculate the whole fraction together. To do this, press the fraction key and first enter the numerator. Press the square root key and enter 13.4 minus 1.5. Now scroll down to the denominator. Open the bracket and enter 6.8 plus 0.06. Close the bracket and press the x squared key to square the bracket. You can then press equals to find the answer. In the next question we are told, here is a number machine. Work out the output when the input is 28. Firstly, we are going to write the information from the question on the diagram. Write 28 over input. Now on the calculator, enter 28 divided by 7 and press equals. The answer is 4 and we will write this over the second arrow. Now, add 5, and you will notice that the calculator brought forward your previous answer. Press equals and the final answer is 9 for the output. Next question. Here is a different number machine. The number machine is not complete. When the input is 8, the output is 154. Complete the number machine. To answer the question, it's a good idea to write the information from the question on the diagram. Write 8 over the input and 154 over the output. We will need to work backwards from the output, so enter 154 divided by 11 because division is the opposite of multiplication. And then press equals and the answer is 14. We'll write this down over the middle arrow. Then we will subtract 8 because subtraction is the opposite of addition, and again press equals. The answer is 6, and this is our answer to go in the box. It's worth noting that you can check your calculations. Enter 8 plus 6 and press equals. This gives 14 on the middle arrow. Then times 11 and press equals. This gives 154 to show that the number 6 was indeed correct. The next question is about a two-way table. The first step is to enter the information that you were given in the question into the table, and it's worth checking that you have done this correctly before using your calculator. To answer the question, we will need to calculate the cells where there's a single gap. Start with the total column, enter 198, subtract 59 and press equals. Write down the answer 139 in the top cell of the column. Next, we'll complete the king size column. Enter 83, subtract 67, and again press equals, and then enter 16 in the gap for the king-sized column. Now try the total row. Here you will need to subtract 45 and 83 from 198. Enter 198, subtract 83, subtract 45, and press equals. Enter the answer 70 in the single column on the total row. Now complete the single column. Enter 70, subtract 17 and press equals. Write the answer 53 in the top row of the single column. Complete the remaining two gaps. I chose to complete the top row first. Enter 139, subtract 67, subtract 53. Then press equals. Write the answer 19 in the double column of the with mattress first row. Finally, we can do the second row. I chose to do this by subtracting 19 from 45. Enter 45, subtract 19 and press equals. Write the answer 26 in the remaining row. You can also add all of the numbers together to check the rows and columns. Thanks for watching this video. Look out for more videos from Pearson EdXL on how to boost your maths skills.